Hey, Tamara here from the Port Moody Rec Center. Need a home workout? Don't have very much equipment? All you need for this one is a resistance band. Great for when you're stuck at home and feel the need to move. Grab your resistance band and do this workout along with me. We'll be doing 10 to 12 reps of each of the following 6 exercises. We'll only go through them once, but if you want to do it again, be my guest. We'll start with a resistance band, lunge, and row. Take your band and loop it around an anchor point, such as a post. Both handles will be in the right hand. You'll step that right leg back with your feet about hip distance apart, coming up on the back toe, dropping the back knee down towards the floor as you row the band in towards your armpit. Notice that my elbow stays close to the body and my knees are aiming for 90-degree angles at the bottom of the movement. Keep the core engaged and the torso tall. Push through the front heel until you've done 12 reps. Then switch sides. The band will now be in the left hand and you'll step back with the left foot. Once again, keeping those feet about hip distance apart. You don't want to be walking a tightrope here. Pull the band in towards the body as you drop the back knee down towards the floor. Looking at nice 90-degree angles and trying to avoid that front knee shooting over the front toe. Push through the front heel to return to standing, keeping the core nice and tight and the neck relaxed. You're almost done. And there it is. Come down into push-up position with the band wrapped around your back. You'll place it under the palms of your hands in such a way that you have a little bit of tension on the band when you get to the top of the push-up. Legs can be long or knees can be dropped to the floor. Elbows will be bent back at about 45 degrees and will be leaning forward with the entire torso. Make sure the chest is aiming towards the floor and that the core is tight. You're dropping as low as you can before you push to the top. Squats and bicep curls, exercise number 3. Step on the band so your feet are about hip distance apart and you have some resistance in the hands. Hold on with a palms up grip. As you squat your bum down and back, keep the elbows in towards the sides and curl those handles up towards your shoulders. Lower the arms as you press up and out of the squat. Make sure that the knees aren't shooting too far over the toes and keep the chest up and eyes forward. Moving on to lateral band walks to work the side of the legs. Step on the band and either cross the handles in front of you or bring the handles back up behind your shoulders. It'll depend a bit on how tight your band is and how tall or strong you are. Keeping your toes faced forward, bending slightly at the knee and the hip. Lead with the outside of the foot, taking 4 or 5 steps in one direction and then 4 or 5 steps in the other direction. You can continue on with this one for as long as you want. I got tired of it after about 4 back and forth reps. We're going to do some anti-rotational core work with a little bit of an upper body press. Loop that band around the post again and place your side so that it faces the post. Put both hands through both handles and interlock your fingers. Drop into a ready position with knees and hips slightly bent, core nice and tight, shoulders back and down, and press forward, making sure that the band doesn't pull you towards the post. You need to also make sure you have enough resistance on it so it feels like your body is doing something, specifically the obliques on the opposite side. Do 12 reps on one side and then switch and do 12 reps on the other side. We're going to finish with a little bit of plyometric work. You're going to wrap that band around the post like you did on the last exercise, or as I am doing here by putting one handle through the other and stepping out a little bit farther from that anchor point so you've got some tension in the band. Keeping your shoulders back and down and your arms away from your belly button, drop yourself down into a squat and then explode up into the air, landing softly once again. Try not to spend too much time on the ground between reps and don't let the band pull you in towards that anchor point. 12 reps on each side and we're done. If you're feeling ambitious and 5 minutes wasn't quite enough for you today, take a minute or 2 break and then repeat the entire circuit a second time and maybe even a third. Finish with a nice whole body stretch and get on with your day.